Why, hello everybody, what's going on? I am the Admiral, and here we go with, yes, sadly, the final episode of our Pokemon Yellow excursion through the Kanto League. Now, I know I beat the Elite Four and the Champion in the previous episode, but just because it's a walkthrough, I had to go ahead and show you guys the legendaries. And so, what I'm going to be doing in this episode is, I'm going to go through and show you where the 3 legendary birds are, and how to get to Mewtwo. I'm not going to do the whole Mew glitch. If you guys really are interested in how all those work, well, yeah, I'm sure you can find other places to do it. And I tried to get the Professor Oak battle glitch to work, but I couldn't get it to work because I didn't leave trainers open to battle. So I guess I can talk about that if I remember how to do it. I'm trying to remember how to do it. I guess I can look it up while I'm commentating over this episode. So the first one we're going to get is Zapdos. Now, I had to go back and get cut because you need to go through the power plant, which is located, well, you serve to it from the route north of the rock tunnel. I'm going to go ahead and usurp here. You serve straight down, you head to the left, and there you have it. We are at the power plant. Now, the excursion through the power plant, you can just watch me. I don't really have to explain it. All I know is that it's full of electric Pokemon and poison Pokemon. I found out. I didn't quite remember that, but you'll see that I eventually battle some poison types, and I'm just like, what? If you see me speed up at any time, that's because there's a long stretch in a linear line, just like that. And yep, there's the Muck. All the Pokemon are pretty much under level 40, obviously, except for the Zapdos, which is going to be at level 50, like all of the legendary birds in this game. Now, I may make a few wrong turns here and there, but that's just because it's been a while since I've actually gone ahead and gotten the legendaries, which isn't really a big deal. I mean, it was good for me to go back and remember how to do it. It really brought that nostalgia out, just because it's been such a long time since I've actually completed the majority of a Generation 1 Pokemon game. But, you never know. The difference between this and the Leaf Green playthrough I did earlier is Zapdos and Articuno are in the same places. However, Moltres is located in Victory Road, as you will see later, in Yellow version, as opposed to being located in Mount Ember in Leaf Green. Now, those Pokeballs you see so many of laying around on the floor, most of them are items. However, some of them are wild Voltorb/Electrodes. I believe they all know some sort of self-explosion move, whether it be self-destruct or explosion, which deals heavy damage, that I just don't want to deal with. I mean, I don't really need to battle through all these wild Pokemon to be able to get to Zapdos. It's not important, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see more pointless battles. In fact, if I was smart, I would have gone ahead and used a Repel in here. Later on in the video, I actually wise up and use one, even though it doesn't really apply at the time that I... Actually, you know what? Yes, it does. It does apply at the time when I use it, because I actually start using it. And here we go. We have reached the lair. Not quite yet. We gotta go up and around and down. And this is supposedly where the entrance was. I'm not quite sure how this all worked out. But there you go. We have reached the legendary Zapdos. Now, there's not really a big reason for me to go ahead and try to catch these. I mean, I will try. However, if I accidentally knock it out here and there, so be it. Now, going into this battle, I didn't even check to see how many balls I had. Balls. I mean, I've got 2 of them right here, but that's not the point. I'm out. I'm out of Pokemon catching utensils, just to avoid using that word. Which means, sorry Zapdos, you're going to go ahead and get shredded. And so there you have it, the first legendary bird down, 3 more legendaries to go. And while we fly to the Fuchsia City to surf straight down and to the left to get to the Seafoam Islands, I will get ahead and look up the Professor Oak glitch. Alright, I'm sure this is exactly what you guys were wanting to see here. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and actually buy some catching utensils. Oh, that's right, I'm not connected to the internet. Oh, well, I guess you guys are just going to have to settle with me attempting to remember. However, it's probably inaccurate. So what you have to do is you need a Pokemon with a certain special stat. I actually don't know. You know what? I'm not even going to try to explain it because I know I'm going to mess it up. Just know that you can battle Professor Oak in this game. It's not exactly the most difficult glitch in the world, but it's something that I don't know well versed by heart. So I'm not actually going to be able to show you guys what it is. However, before you actually surf down there and you realize you don't have strength, which you do need, make sure you have strength, which you do need. I'm going to go ahead and put Sparky out in the lead because, as we all know, the Seafoam Islands is home to many a type of water Pokemon, and frankly, I'm just sure that Sparky would fry them up. This is me trying to remember which cave it is, and I'm like, well, it's this one over here. So we're going to go ahead and enter. I think I actually do remember it here. Yep, is that me going to use a repel? Indeed it is. I actually remember this time because I'm like, I don't want to go through all those Pokemon. Now, I did make one mistake here. Apparently, off camera, I had gone ahead and actually made it to Articuno. So I'll show you that. I'll mention that point when you get to it. But from here, you're going to actually go ahead and fall down the hole, and you're going to go ahead and surf up. And I do get a little turned around here, but it's all good. I wind up making it there eventually. So you're going to go ahead and you're in a room where you fall down a hole. So this time, I'm obviously not going to go through the same ladder. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through this one over here. And this takes you to a room with a bunch of strength rocks. Now the puzzle's pretty simple. I need to go back. So the puzzle's pretty simple. There are 4 rocks. You push this one up to get to the other one, and you push it down and around and over. And the other one, there's a second rock inside. Apparently I'd already done that. And you surf down, it stops the current from pushing you down, and voila, you have made it to Articuno. And here's my battle with Articuno. I'm going to lead with Sparky, of course. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Thunderbolt it, which does about half damage. I'm going to Quick Attack, and Slam, and Quick Attack again, and I get a crit, which means I'm not going to be able to catch Articuno. Oh well. No harm, no foul. Not really all that important that I actually catch all the Pokemon. And so from here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fly to where you find the last legendary bird, which is in Victory Road. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. And let's begin on our quest. We all know how to get to Victory Road from the Indigo Plateau, the Elite Four, so I don't really need to explain to you. They go down and around and blah, 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 blah. So you go ahead and you head. Do I take the liberty of using another repel here? I know I go ahead and switch to Shell Shock just because a lot of this place is a lot of rock Pokemon and fighting Pokemon. I have 79 Ultra Balls now. I don't even remember that. Wow. Where did they all go? Where did they... Where did I didn't even remember getting that many. Oh well. I don't know, I probably just saw it and didn't actually notice it. So I'm going to go ahead. Yes, you need strength again. If you don't have it, well, I don't know how you made it this far in the first place. Maybe you traded your Pokemon away, but it's not that hard to get it back. So from here, it's very simple. You actually don't need this rock. You don't need rocks, period. You just kind of run over there. And I come back thinking, oh wait, I need the rock, and then I'm like, do I need this rock or that rock? I don't know. So this is just me getting all turned around again. Of course I know how to do it now, fairly simply. I don't know why I went ahead and did this. I legitimately pushed this rock all the way over, pushed it down, pushed it through. I don't know if I wind up pushing it over onto the plate or not, but that's not important because this stone doesn't matter at all. What matters here is actually just going through this ladder. You go dead right, and you've made Articuno appear. It's a guard special, which isn't all that important, but here we go with the 3rd legendary bird. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a Surf, and I'm going to hit it with Bite, and you just switch to a Pokemon that's going to do less damage, or a Pokemon that's going to give him status effect. I go to Phoenix because he's got Ember. I don't know why I missed, but I'm going to go ahead and hit him with another Ember. He's got low health. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send out Pendulum to put him to sleep, or her to sleep. I don't know what gender these things are. So he fell asleep. He's got like no health. The Pokemon in this game are pretty easy to capture, so we're just going to go ahead and speed through it at this point. I think this is me trying to move the Ultra Balls up to like the 2nd slot in the bag. Doesn't really matter. He broke free on the first one. He broke free on the second one, and the third one he's caught, which is very simple. This is me messing up on the nickname. I wanted to name him Halcyon, Halcyon or something like that. but I accidentally mixed up and typed the B, and I don't know why I tapped the I, but I don't know how to go back. I don't really feel like wasting my time trying to figure it out because I'm not going to use them anyway, but I was going to name him Halcyon because it's a legendary, fictitious flaming bird Pokemon, or not a Pokemon, just a flaming bird, kind of like a phoenix. It'd just be a good nickname, but here we go. I need to leave. I'm looking for my escape rope. There it is. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to fly to Cerulean City so we can tackle Cerulean Cave, which within its depths lies the legendary Mewtwo, the most powerful Pokemon in this game. Even counting the Pokemon you battle with Professor Oak, I think his Pokemon are all like 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. You don't need... The only THM you need is Surf. So I'm going to go ahead and take my entire team back just because, yeah, why not? They travel with me the entire game. They got me all the way through the Elite Four, through the Pokemon League. So it's only fair to give them the glory of fighting the legendary Mewtwo. Let's go ahead and Surf. It's very simple to get to. You surf straight down, and you go left, down, left. I went too far down. Now there's a trainer over here. She's got 3 Pokemon, level 31 pairs, another level 31 pairs, and a level 31 Parasect. And I know that, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to Phoenix here. This is one of the few things I actually remember about this particular area. The road to get to Mewtwo, Cerulean Cave is littered with a bunch of Pokemon that way outlevel my Pokemon. I remember saying that I was going to go ahead and train them up some more. You know what? I just didn't feel like it. I felt like if I could get here, I could get here. If I really wanted to tackle them, yeah, I could do it. My Pokemon were strong enough to take down the Elite Four. They could take down all the wild Pokemon here. Found a Mex Elixir and a Ditto. I don't know why I'm battling it. I don't know. I guess I'm just going for meaningless experience? I don't know. If they really wanted meaningless experience, I probably wouldn't have led with Phoenix because there are a lot of rock and ground types in here. As you'll see coming up. See a lot of Rhyhorns, Rhydons, Golbats, a lot of Sandslashes, Glooms, Chansey, what else is there? Oh, there's the Sandslash. I don't even know. But to get to Mewtwo, it's really not that difficult. It's pretty linear, but there are a lot of twists and turns that get you a lot of items. And from the majority of these wild Pokemon, I'm just going to run away. But at the end, you'll see what I go ahead and do. Just, yeah, I don't know, to kind of close up the game. So I felt like I actually accomplished something other than catching Mewtwo. There's another Rhyhorn. There's another Rhyhorn. Ugh, so many wild Pokemon that I can't use Repels on because they're all higher level than me. That's one thing about Repels. They don't work if your Pokemon are lower level than the ones actually in the game. Who'd have thunk it? And this is me. There goes my Repel and a level 45 Grappler. You see, now, the Pokemon in here, their levels range from like 45 to 63 or something. It's ridiculous. It's like an 18 level difference. It's dumb. I mean, the further you go, the higher level they get. Realistically, that's how it should work. But that's actually not exactly how it works. You'll see the Pokemon levels just jump at one point. I don't know. I noticed it. I was like, what? I was battling like level 57s, and all of a sudden they jump up to like 62. There's Rhydon. Another Golbat. And I believe this is the final room here. You just walk. Nope, it's not. This isn't either. I think you go through one more ladder. And is this it? Is it? Oh, there's another Golbat. I know, you'll notice it when the levels jump. Oh, 62. There we go. The levels jumped. 59. Actually, you know what? A Lickitung. That's interesting. I mean, there are a bunch of somewhat unseen Pokemon in this cave. I mean, where else do you see wild Dittos or Lickitungs or Chanseys, which you haven't even seen yet, so I don't know why I'm giving that away. Or Rhydons, Golbat you see somewhat frequently, but where else do you see wild Mewtwo? Huh? Answer me that. And here we go. There's a Lickitung. I actually don't know what Pokemon reside in the water. I feel like it's just a bunch of Seakings and Goldines. And here we go. Final Frontier. Battling the most powerful Pokemon in the game, Mewtwo, who apparently just says Mew, which is slightly weird. His defenses, however, and his psychic attack is going to completely decimate my team. Unless I get a status on it, which I do. I get Hypnosis on it. I'm just gonna headbutt and headbutt, and he's still sleeping, and he recovers, which is like, oh shit. Swift. He's got Swift, Barrier, Recover, and Psychic, I think. Oh, he's just one shot. Now this was not a good play on my part. Go ahead and use Max Revive on Pendulum, just because I want to get the status on there. Yep, there's Barrier, so you've seen his entire moveset. He's pretty powerful. His Psychic attack is obviously going to wreck a lot of teams, especially when they're around level 50, like my Pokemon are. But you get a status on it. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? I'm just going to throw balls at it. 1, no. 2, no. 3, no. 4, 5. Wow. Full HP, sleep, and 5 Ultra Balls later, I caught Mewtwo. The genetic Pokemon. Its DMA is almost the same as Mew's, however, its size and disposition are vastly different. No shit. It's like 17 times the size. And I was like so flabbergasted. I was like, lol, what? So, of course, the nickname going to be lol, what? Fitting, right? So, there you guys have it. Apparently, it's really easy to catch the legendaries in this game. I don't really know why, but I guess the status effects just do a lot more. Use all the characters, well, what was transferred to Bill's PC. And what I do here is I actually go ahead, and I feel like I don't really want to end it here. I feel like I need to accomplish something else in this cerulean cave. So what I wind up doing here is I go on a bit of a catching spree. And while I'm on this catching spree, I figured, why don't I just go ahead and ask you guys some questions. So what I actually go ahead, what I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about now is, what do you want next? I want to know what you guys want next on this channel. I've got a few ideas. I'm sure I could figure out how to get a GameCube emulator working as I catch Chansey, which is actually pretty difficult to catch. You got a higher catch rate than most Pokemon. But what do you guys want to see next? I want to do a Nuzlocke for Gold. I want to do something interesting for our Nuzlocke for Ruby, rather, because I haven't done a Gen 3 game yet. Haven't done a Gen 2 game either, so I want to do something for Pokemon Gold version, just because that was honestly my favorite of the three. Probably just because it was my first one. I mean, I have all 3 of them now, just because you accumulate them over time as I catch a Lickitung, which is the licking Pokemon. I mean, really? You couldn't get any more creative with the nicknames, Nintendo? You named Lickitung, Licking Tongue. It's the licking Pokemon. Some things about Game Freak and Pokemon just rub me the wrong way. Most creative idea for a Pokemon ever. Let's go with... I'm gonna go with Tauros. You had a bull. You gave it 2 extra tails. Isn't that just the most creative thing you guys have ever heard of? A bull with 3 tails. I don't know. But I caught a Ditto. I have Venusaur. That's about it. So, with this episode wrapping up, finishing off the series, I want to thank you all for watching this series. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire series. Let me know in the comment section below what you want to see next. I've got a few great ideas. I'd love to do Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. If I'm going to do those, I'm going to do Coliseum first, and then XD Gale of Darkness, because that's the way they work in succession. XD Gale of Darkness is the succession to Pokemon Coliseum. I mean, they both have the snag items, but I don't want to give too much away in case you've never seen those games or never played them before. But I would love to play through those, and I hope you guys would enjoy loving to see them, because I would love to play them. Obviously, my Leaf Green Nation run has come to a conclusion as well, which means I'm in need of some more series on this channel. I would like to run 2 parallel. If that gets too much, I'll just run the one. If I run the one, I would like to be able to post it every day, so I would like for it to be something that I can record in gross amounts, like XD Gale of Darkness, or, I don't know, Coliseum, or, you know what, I'll probably try to stick to one series at a time, and then I will do other stuff on top of it as I white out. So we have to, I don't know why I went back and healed them all again, but you have to end exactly where you start. I'm going to go ahead and I don't think I deposited anybody actually. I was like, oh, I got to stick with this team. They're To me, they're so perfect. So we're going to fly back to Pallet Town, where we're going to conclude this series. Like I said before, guys, let me know what you want to see in the comments section below. And I want to thank you all for watching my Pokemon Let's Play of Pokemon Yellow Pikachu Edition. I hope you all enjoyed it. I know I did. And if you did, be sure to leave a like. I would really appreciate the support on this series and my future series. Be sure to comment down below with what you want to see next. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all the content that me and the Honey Badger will be posting here. So we got one more thing to do. Let's go ahead and check how Pikachu finished up. He is in love. And so, guys, one more time, I am the Admiral, and I will see you guys all on the flip side after we recap our team. Sparky, Pendulum, Shell Shock is not going to serve here. We've got Horny, we've got Dynamite, and we've got Phoenix. So I will see you guys all in our next playthrough. Peace out, baby.